Weekend Modder here with a quick Unbrick premium service on a Corona 4 gig proof video and example video. So I plan on linking this on the store. It's just an example of what sort of service you can expect if you send in your Corona 4 gigabyte console for the premium Unbrick. So the Corona 4 gigabytes have to have their NANDs read and written via this pin header that's right here. Now, that pin header was not already installed in the console when I received it. I soldered this pin header into position. What was there before was just the residue left over from whoever did this install initially. The other thing that you'll notice, in addition to this pin header, is there's this little switch here. Now, all of this is in an effort to make it so that you wouldn't have to do any soldering in order to flash this NAND again. So when you write to the NAND, these wires need to be connected, and in order to run the console normally, these wires need to be disconnected. So rather than make you, like twist some wires together or whatever, per the suggestion of one of the commenters on a previous YouTube video, we just put a little switch in here. So with it in the O for open position or off, however you want to think about it, these are not connected, and therefore the Xbox can interact normally with the NAND. So just by way of proof of that, we could boot up this console, and I will here in a moment. Now, if you needed to read or write to the NAND, right? So say you tried to flash it via software, but you bricked it. What makes this console now unbrickable is that you get it back open to this position. If you put this switch in the position where the little line is down, that puts it into the on position. Then the SD tool here that is included with this purchase, so this customer is going to receive this when I mail this back to him. You take these little socket pin header things, so you can see how that has a socket that exactly corresponds to that pin header, and you literally just set it down on there and fit it, right? So you push that down on here, and then this end is shaped like an SD card because it is an SD card. So then I use my little SD card reader writer just like that. You put your little card in there with it connected and all powered on, and then you can write to the NAND without ever having to do any soldering. And then in order to go back to booting, you simply flip the switch back into the O position, and you're good to go. So I've got power connected to it right now. I'm just going to disconnect and reconnect the power since I flipped that switch back and forth. And just to prove for Mr. Carlos A., whose console this is, that his repair is complete and everything's working here. This install was done by some other installer, just to clarify. Carlos provided me with his original NAND up, and I just did the Unbrick, and it's booting up there, no problems. So, yeah, this is what you can expect. Basically, the ability to read and write your NAND. Not only do I unbrick it for you, but then I set you up so that in the future, if you ever brick again, all you got to do is unbrick it yourself, and I even provide you the tool included in the cost of the service. Thanks for watching.